So let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for heat number 4.
A couple of 14s. They're going to be ones to watch, not just tonight, but tomorrow night in the 100-lapper is my prediction.
Yep, on row number 1, the 14H, the man putting on the event, it's all his idea out of Lutz, Florida, Davey Hamilton Jr. And alongside of him, from Langley, British Columbia, it's the 14 of Aaron Willison.
The black and day-glow orange 65, Levi Rose out of Colville, Washington, inside row 2. Days outside is scheduled to be the 76 of Kyle Alberding. Winston, Ontario, Oregon, excuse me. That is Kyle. He's in this heat race in the blue 76.
Inside of row number 3, another one of the fast drivers out of Northern California and Clovis, California. It's the 45 of Justin Kawahata. And then next to him, Nampa, Idaho's number 68, Mike Anderson.
Tagging the field in 7th position will be the number 15L. Josh Lewis out of Aurora, Colorado, will fill in the 7th and final starting spot here in this heat race. Davey Hamilton Jr.'s 82-year young grandfather, Ken Hamilton. So much a part of the West Coast history of sprint car and super modified racing, promoter for many years at Meridian, Idaho. No doubt proud of his grandson, Davey's dream, and a racer at age 26, going to put this together, going for the big 50K himself from the pole in this heat race.
Who's going to lead him off of turn number 2? Here we go, coming to the green, racing once again with a great start on the outside is Willison. Willison cuts down into 1 and leads him off of 2 and starts to pull away down the backstretch from Hamilton Jr.
Boy, what a great closing right there. Davey's got a great run in turn 3 he's going to develop here. This heat race is longer than the dash by a couple of laps, and Davey's really got a different racing line. See if he can close here on Willison.
Some aggressive racing going on back in about 4th and 5th as it's Alberding and Anderson back there and a pair of blue cars battling it out. Alberding in that 76, Anderson in the 68 with the black wing right there.
Big push off the 2.
Meanwhile, it's 14s at the front. Willison still in front of Hamilton Jr. Davey trying to do everything he can to close up. He's on him now. Less than a car length as they went into 2. Then it opens up by a couple of car lengths down the back straightaway. Diving deep into 3 is Hamilton Jr. He's very good on corner entry.
Big time mark. Watch him on the backstretch here. Off of turn 2. He'll go way up to the wall on the dog leg.
And he runs it deep into the corner here. Look at how deep he comes into 3. But it's Willison with the drive off of 4 that keeps him out front with 7 laps remaining. And he hangs on for the final 7 laps.
One little bobble. It's amazing Willison has that much speed running that much of a lower line.
Well, and Hamilton Jr.'s in a position by staying in second that will get him into the dash. So maybe you don't push too hard here. You just take the dash and go for the redraw.
If I'm standing along the fence and I have to race yet tonight, I'm watching what Davey Hamilton Jr. is doing. Arcing that car high on the backstretch. And that
here's Davey on the outside. Coming out of 2, just runs out of horsepower off the 2. And it's Willison again, but they got a slower car in front of them. That's Lewis. Now what's going to happen here with the slower car? They split Lewis. Hamilton Jr. cranks it sideways, gets the crowd to his feet, but has to settle back into second place.
Willison was nose at the infield for a moment there too, man. There's a lot going on with that lap traffic.
Junior back on him again, coming up off of 2. 3 laps remaining in this 4th heat race of the night. Now just 2 more circuits left to go.
Willison loose off of turn 2, really pushing forward here. He's keeping that lower line, but hasn't worn the tires quicker than Hamilton's.
Hamilton has set himself up for a final run here on this white flag lap. Here we go. Down into 1 and 2. Davey a little bit higher, coming up off of 2. Can he make something happen here in 3? Down into the corner he comes. What does he have for him coming off of 4? Nothing. Willison takes the win. Hamilton Jr. will finish in 2nd, and 3rd is going to go to Rose.
Wow.
Levi Rose out of Colville, Washington will hang on for 3rd in the most exciting of the 4 heat races we've had here so far. And the crowd showing their appreciation with a big round of applause as Willison and Hamilton roll past the front straightaway.
Man, was that exciting. Hamilton did everything he could, and that run he had, I thought for sure he pulled even one time, and one time only with that run off of 2. Willison too strong on the bottom.
Remember, it's Hamilton in the blue one, Willison in the orange one. Davey Jr. just way up on the outside here, trying to make something happen. They split the 15. Davey really slides it down into 1 and 2 and just could not get it to stick enough.
Willison had
the drive he needed.
Both lefts in the infield trying to get through there, too. It was amazing control.
Can you imagine the view that Josh Lewis had
And then
As they
this,
came
and this
sliding by him
run,
into
I mean,
1
they
and
were
2.
still going at it. He was way higher. Great racing.
Aaron, a lot of smiles there. That's what this is all about. What was that like for you? Because as we heard from him, that was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was really intense. Davey and the crew had a really good car there. He was able to roll up on the outside of me, and unfortunately just got hooked behind that lapper. That's racing. We got a lot of cars here. There's going to be a big speed differential between the front and the back of the field. Shark Race Engines won us that one. That's all I got to say right there. Me and Davey took off side by side, and I was able to outrun him down the front straight. So Mark Houston and Scuba down at Shark Race Engines and Cedar Woolley, thank you guys.
That's the top two in that particular heat race, guys. And, man, that's one for the ages right there.